In this video, I'm doing the best and worst defensive front sevens or defensive lines. Depth is what separates the Eagles' front seven, and that's why I have them number one. They can rotate guys without any drop-off. Last year, the Eagles ranked second in the league in pressure percentage, but they did this mostly without blitzing. Eagles are the only team to have 4 players that generated at least 40 quarterback pressures, and one of only the few teams that have the ability to get after the quarterback with just 4 pass rushers. Eagles did lose Javon Hargrave in free agency, but they were able to draft Georgia's Jalen Carter, who might actually end up being an upgrade. It's a strong case to be made that Philly's second-string defensive line could also be ranked in the top 20. For the second group, I have the Niners. Obvious headliner with this unit is reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Nick Bosa, who is probably the best edge guy in the NFL, him or Micah Parsons. But the Niners have the best defensive line coach in the league, in my opinion, with Chris Kokirk. This offseason, they grabbed free agent Javon Hargrave from Philly, who I just talked about, which makes them even better. The Niners are great at limiting big plays on the ground. They have a league best number of only 6% of all run plays that go for 10 or more yards versus the defensive front seven. Let's talk about some of the worst defensive lines. The Bears' front seven is their biggest weakness on their team heading into 2023 after finishing last in the NFL in sacks and total pressures. The Bears produced pressure on just 22.3% of the time when they chose not to blitz, dead last in the NFL. They sacked opposing quarterbacks on just 2.8% of their dropbacks without blitzes, also last in the league. We can give them credit, I guess, for attempting to improve in the offseason, signing DeMarcus Walker in free agency, who's coming off a career high in sacks with the Titans last season. Bears also added defensive tackle Andrew Billings and linebacker TJ Edwards to help defend the run after allowing almost 5 yards per carry last season, but doesn't really solve their ability to generate pressure in the passing game. Dead last, I have the Cardinals. They lost 3 of their most impactful starters from last season, J.J. Watt, Zach Allen, and Marcus Golden. They accounted for 51% of the team's pressures in 2022. What's worse is they made no attempt to fill those voids left. Arizona has only one defensive lineman who played more than 350 snaps last season, and it was Lika Fote, who ranked 125th out of 127 players at his position. That's all I got for this one. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, good luck with your bets.